Hey everybody, Tim Van Orden coming to you from Bald Mountain in Woodford, Vermont, where I'm out for a gorgeous slog. And something's playing in my head as I'm going along today, related to stress, willpower, coping behavior, and COVID-19. It seems that in many of the conversations I'm having, especially coaching conversations, people are bringing up their stress levels and how they're unable to manage their coping behavior. Like, it's through the roof. People are binge eating, binge watching, binge everything. And it seems like willpower is just going out the window. And along with that, a sense of confidence or control. And people seem to be struggling with this inability to manage themselves in the midst of this worldwide situation. So I want to address that because innately it feels like it's a personal failure somehow, that your character has become compromised. And this is what I'm hearing from people, that they are a failure, that they are a screw up, that they can't do it. They don't have the willpower. They just don't want it bad enough. Because these are many of the messages we get from our culture. So it's really, really easy to fall into that type of thinking and to beat yourself up, thinking that it's you that's the problem, and not see the context that you're currently existing in. And that context is incredibly novel and uncertain, and is filled with lots of graphic, dangerous, threatening images. People are dying. Economies are going belly up. People are out of work. This is a really uncertain, unpredictable time. And there's reason to be stressed. There's reason to be looking for coping. So, number one, whenever you feel like it's you that's failed, keep in mind, or open your mind to the fact that you're now in a context that you've never been in before, and your brain body doesn't know what to do, and the people around you don't know what to do, and you're swimming in that uncertainty. So it's not you that's failing, it's the environment that's changed in a really, really challenging way. But more importantly, if you look at this from a neuroscience angle, under acute stress and chronic stress, the brain rewires itself. And one of the things that's going to happen under a stressful situation is that the brain is going to wire the basal ganglia to operate in a more dominant way than it normally would, and it's going to downregulate the prefrontal cortex in its ability to dominate the basal ganglia. So what happens during this rewiring is that you become much more interested in immediate reward. You become much more interested in protective behavior, more instinctual behavior where there's an immediate payoff. That payoff can be positive or negative. For instance, anger, lashing out, attacking, that's an immediate payoff that's negative. Consuming a bowl of ice cream, that's an immediate payoff that's positive. So it's not simply that the world around you has changed. It's that your brain has also changed, because coping behaviors are generally really, really beneficial for humans living in really wild, primitive environments. We don't live in those environments anymore, but our brains don't know that. So it's not that you are a failure. It's not that your willpower is inadequate. It's that your brain has changed, the environment has changed, and this is a time to practice gentleness and self-compassion more than ever, to account for these changes that are taking place, and not to freak out, but to trust that if I am calm, if I acknowledge these changes, if I breathe, if I look around, if I do what I can to open my awareness, to open my experience and open my perspective, that I'm going to see other possibilities. And one of the ways you do that is not to think about being more open or to think about being grateful for the possibilities that might exist, but to move. your brain is built to process the environment that it moves through. So if you're in an environment that's not changing, you're going to be in the same module, in the same brain network. But if you get out into the world and move, different parts of your brain engage, it processes the environment to extract what it can, and suddenly you're in a fantastic mood. I woke up this morning pretty stressed out because my computer died last night, and I can't afford to get a new one. So will I be able to even edit this video and get it online? I'm going to have to try to do it on the phone. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, but now that I'm out here, the last thing I'm thinking about is a computer or finances. I'm simply feeling fantastic, being alive, and enjoying myself because I moved. I got out of the environment that was stressing me. Okay? I hope there's some useful information in there. Let me know in the comments below how you're doing, what you're dealing with. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already. And hop on over to Patreon if you want to help me eventually get a new computer. $1 or $2 a month. It'll add up. Okay? See you soon.